Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Body game element, strong body. This podcast is sponsored by X-Wolf Testosterone Builder. Gentlemen, are you struggling in the body, sex, or mental game? Need to keep pace with multiple women? There is an answer for you. X Labs presents a proven line of products to help in those areas. Our X-Wolf Testosterone Booster aids in intense workouts in the gym and in the bedroom. Increased blood flow and a heightened libido are just a few of the many benefits. X-Wolf contains all natural ingredients that have been used in Eastern medicine for centuries. All products come with a 30-day free trial and free standard shipping. Click the link below in the description box to find out more. Quantities are limited. Make a select choice, unleash your inner wolf, and lead the pack today. Yeah, y'all. The strong element of the body game is having a strong body because, I'm known for talking about the body game, really emphasizing that. I mean, if you look at my books, all of my books, that's a strong thing about developing yourself physically. And just on a basic level, guys, talking about getting women and stuff, it's hard to beat that. If you turning her on sexually with your body, it's hard to beat that. She becomes receptive to everything you got to say. As long as you don't say anything stupid, at that point, you like hurting yourself. At that point, she turned on, that's yours to lose. It's a softball. It's like giving you an alley-oop. It's like handing you money. Yeah, but one of the things about it, though, because I know there's this perception it's just about having an aesthetic body, and that's very important. It really is. Aesthetics, trust me. If somebody really got aesthetics, they going to win out. But the key to it is not just the look, but does it look strong? Strong. That's the key. Does it look like strong? Like on a basic level, do you look like you can pick up that woman? Now, I want y'all to think about that. Can you physically pick her up? And trust me, that turns on a woman. Because it means you can dominate her. Like if you talk about in a bedroom, a lot of women will just say straight up, they like to be physically dominated in the bedroom. But if you look and have a weak looking body, she ain't gonna get turned on. And the reason why they want that, a basic nature of a woman's sexual nature, the basic sexual nature is that of submission. I don't care what she do outside the bedroom. If she submits inside the bedroom, she's more likely to have an orgasm. More likely to have an orgasm. Now, to explain all that y'all got to check out some of my deeper stuff on my videos on demand and stuff. But I've talked about it in different places, and I'm not going to get into it here. But, they like that man who can pick them up, who can physically dominate them. And then even outside of that, on just a deep subliminal level, they turned on by a man who physically looks like he can go out there and hunt. Now, in this day and age, that hunting is going out there getting that money, but he looked like he can go out and get a job. He looks like it. Whether or not he actually do is another thing, but he looked like he can go work. And the women, I don't care, you understand something. The woman's sexual nature has been like hundreds of thousands of years in development. And that's what the earliest ancestors, women looking at that guy, she looking at that guy, can he go get some food? Can he help build that nest and then protect that nest? And that's another thing. She wants to know, like one of the things, like women always say they want to feel secure. And some guys think that's just a financial security. And that's important. But in this day and age where women making their own money, it's not as big as it was. Only the extremely poor or just can't work women going to need that. And even then, they still going to have an attraction for that guy who look like he can physically protect them. If somebody come against her and the children, she wants that guy who can lay out a body. Now, she might not consciously realize that. Might not. A lot of women do realize that. But they looking for that strong body. That guy who look like he can go to someone's jaw, literally, or body slam somebody. And that's a big element of it. And in fact, ironically, that's why some guys who might not be like ass cut, they don't got those they don't got that body look like they could be a fitness model or something. Like I said, that'll work still. That'll work, but they got that body more like that construction worker body. Or, that police officer body. Or army, soldier body or fireman. They may not be that great aesthetic, might even have a little bit of gut on them, but they're stronger, And they say that's one of the things, and this is something science has talked about, like what women go through. They've actually studied this, what they checking out. Like the physically strong body, most part looks like a V shape, And shout out to Cousin T-Tall, he'll call it a Y shape because, when you think V, that's just going down to the waist, but then the whole body, like you look at the body, it's like a Y. But the biggest thing is, okay, how big are the shoulders? How big are the chest? How big are the arms? But it's mainly that vision of that V. Those big shoulders, big arms, big chest, or at least well developed. Look like it can like move something. That does something to a woman. That gets on a deep level. Because it's the same thing with a man when we see a figure 8, that hourglass shape. We see those like, the breast and they're the contrast between the breast, waist, and the hips. Shoot, that puts us in a trance. I mean, and that's global. That's one of the few things. If you like, a lot of people talk about like a universal standard. Like for faces, it really ain't a universal standard. It ain't. A lot of guys think that like square jawed thing is like universal, but people got different size. Men got different size shapes. Some are square jaw, but then some will have a rounder face. Some got like more like a slimmer face. Everybody got something different. And different women like different things as far as the face. But the body, that's universal. And that's whether, even if you're a slim dude, you can get that. Or even if you're a big dude, like you look at some of those big dudes who might even have a little bit of gut on them. Just a little bit of gut, but you'll notice their arms are big and, their chest and everything. Got that football player build. That drives a lot of women crazy. When they see that. So it's like, I'm always saying go to the gym, lift, or, in this day and time, you just do those push-ups and stuff. Like one of the things I do like wide hand push-ups because it affects my back better. It touches it. Because push-ups in general, they go for your deltoids, your chest, and your triceps. You had to do a certain type of push-up. I probably had to show it in a film or something for your biceps. But those general things, women see that, they like, oh, wow, yeah. Because they look strong. You look like you can pick them up. In fact, male exotic dancers, I was told, generally need to be able to pick up at least a woman that's 230. And they be going crazy. You'll see that. You'll be like, dang, he picked her up. Like I saw someone on IG one time, this dude, and he's more athletic build, muscular but athletic build. So not like, super muscular. But this dude picked up this big woman like it was nothing. And she's like, because it does something to it. And like I said, it does something to it on a certain level. Now, it's very important, like I said, tight cuts and everything. There's a lot that goes into it. A lot of it is genetics. But focus on your strength. Like any man should be able to really focus, like at least bench press his body weight. At least. I'm saying that as a minimum. I mean, many men going to have to work up to it. But at least his own body weight. Then if he can bench press his own, then he can take care of a woman. And also, too, with that, many guys, I mean, you get some guys, they'll chase the BBWs and stuff, and that's cool. But at some point, sometimes that's like a mother-son relationship if you physically bigger. And I've seen women like that. They'll deal with that guy until that bigger guy comes along. That big old, eat cereal out of a cake bowl with a ladle type of dude come along, and the women losing their mind. They losing their mind just because he looked like he can flip them. In fact, I knew a woman one time, she said that because she was taller than average and thicker than average. She said she needed a guy who can flip her. So, but that strong body is very key. At the very least, and that V, as close as you can get, the more you can get that V, the better, because women are checking for that. You just like we going for that contrast, like we going for that hourglass figure, they going crazy over that V. So that's something for like the fellas to work on and stuff. All right. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.